Hey there YouTube, Raj here, and today I've got a fragrance review for you on a fragrance that I absolutely love this one. This is coming from the house of Guerlain, the Parisian-based fragrance company that has been around basically forever. And they have a line which is their higher end line, although to be honest, it's not the only higher end line from Guerlain, but definitely one of them. From the name of it is called the La Ella Matière collection, which means the art and materials. And this fragrance is called Bois d'Arménie, which means Armenian woods. So before I get into the fragrance, in terms of presentation, I don't have the full-size bottle, but when I went to the Paris boutique on the Champs-Élysées, they sell these really cool 20 ml atomizers, which cost, I think I paid around 30 euros, so decent value. So it comes in this nice cardboard presentation. It says there La Goutte Parfumée, I guess it says, La Goutte Parfumée, a drop of perfume. And you can choose whatever. There are like a selection of fragrances, not just from this collection, but other ones as well. And you can fill up this really handy atomizer. And I take this with me quite whenever I go traveling. I really like to travel with this one. And so you can see the name of it there, Bois d'Arménie. Let's try and get a... There you go. I think it's a nice presentation. It's really good value, and probably is the way forward for me when it comes to owning these fragrances from these collections. So this line is it's a great line. It's luxurious. It's on the sweeter side. Some of their fragrances, not all of them, but a lot of them do have this sweet streak going through them, but very classy as well, very refined and really well put together. For me, the La Ella Matière collection on the whole is basically perfumery at a really high level, and Bois d'Arménie is no exception. Prices for the full size, I believe 75 ml will cost around £175. Or when I was in Paris last year, I think they were selling for like 190 euros, I think. So I think Europe is a better place to buy them, because I know the American prices are a lot higher when you do the conversion back. That's what I haven't checked recently, but that's what I think. So Bois d'Arménie is based on the concept of papier d'Arménie, which means Armenian paper, which is like a form of incense that is put into like an accordion shaped piece of paper, really small. They come in like these booklets almost. You take one out and you light it and scents the room. It does actually smell quite similar to papier d'Arménie. I've never smelt it lit, but I have smelt it in a little packet, and there are some similarities, which is really cool. So in terms of the notes of this one, it is, first of all, on the Guerlain website, it's described as a spicy, woody oriental. Top notes of frankincense, iris, and pink pepper. Heart notes of gaiac wood, benzoin, and coriander. Base notes of copahu, balm, patchouli, and white musks. So those are the notes, but that's not always what you get on your skin. And I'm actually going to do a little fresh spray just to kind of get my memory going. In terms of performance and longevity, great performance. Like, this is all day, good projection in the opening couple of hours, but this is more of a classier fragrance, so it doesn't have that sort of aggressive push off the skin, but it's certainly noticeable. It's a fragrance that gets compliments. It's a fragrance that I feel should be worn in a more slightly more elevated environment. You know, even if you're just going for dinner, that's enough, but you know, you could wear this to special occasions, evening occasions where you're wearing maybe a suit. I think it's unisex, definitely, so I definitely think both genders can wear this one. For me, it kind of leans, my perception anyway, of gender in perfume, it leans more towards the masculine side, but I think definitely could be worn by a female. Season-wise, I just think this is almost all year round. Maybe not in the high summer, but I have actually worn this in humid conditions, and actually it performs quite well. So yeah, I think there's an element of versatility with this fragrance. I sometimes wear it to work, but it does feel a little bit too special for that type of environment, to be honest. So what do you get with this fragrance? Well, the opening is just absolutely stunning. You really get this spicy, woody elements there. You do get like a burnt vanilla coming from this smoky benzoin. It has an incensey quality in there as well, but this fragrance never becomes dark or like, I don't know, like too overly spicy or overly incense-like. It's actually very nicely rounded out with this sweet benzoin, just like keeping it all within check. But the benzoin itself has a smoky element to it as well. So actually, you know, it's not like overly sweet. This is not like Spiritus du Blavini. This is not like Tonka Imperial. I wouldn't really describe this as a gourmand, but it has a sweet element to it. As the fragrance develops, it really the phrase that comes to mind is liquid gold, and this really is the image I get with this. It feels very, very regal. It feels something quite rich and warming, and the notes are pretty much there from start to finish. What I've just described. It doesn't really develop too much, like it doesn't meander and change a great deal, but a lot of the notes you get in the opening are kind of like the notes you get in the dry down as well. In the dry down, a lot more of the more woodier, like gaiac wood elements come through. The freshness but incense-like aromas coming from the frankincense kind of linger, and it's very, very luxurious. I have to say, it's a really well done fragrance. I like it a lot. I really do. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can sort of pick up on that I haven't mentioned already. It's almost alcoholic actually in some ways. I don't know why that is, but there's an element in here that kind of gives me the feeling of like a whiskey type feeling. I have no idea where that's coming from. But there is something almost peaty, almost. It's kind of, there is something in there. I don't know if any of you guys pick up on that, but yeah, that's what I think of Bois d'Armenie, a really great fragrance. If you've checked it out, let me know your thoughts, whether you like it or whether you dislike it. Let me know. Which one is your favorite in the La et la Matière line? Do you think it's a really good line, or do you think it's kind of overpriced? Some people do say that. For me, I think it's really amazing and showcases what Guerlain do at their best. It's a line worth checking out, and I think these travel atomizers was, when I saw these, I thought, oh my god, this is perfect, because you don't always want to buy the full 75 ml, and also they cost a lot as well, so it's good to have maybe a handful of these. It's a great way of sampling the line. So guys, in terms of a rating, I'm going to go high. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. It definitely is worth it. Check out my previous videos. I've been uploading a few videos recently after a bit of a hiatus. As I said in previous videos, consistency is really difficult for me. I've always had that issue, but I will try my best to put out as much content as possible. Thanks for watching. Check out my Instagram page, like and subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.